you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, ease my mind. All the time, ease my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I might rent the Lambo and go drive it like it's stolen. I've been living wild, I'm just going through the motions. Stumbling out the Uber, grab my hand, gave me the notion. Swimming in your water, but it feels just like the ocean. I can't lie, I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind, I can't lie. On my mind, I can't lie. Pull you down till you dry. Pull you down till you dry. All the time, ease my mind. All the time, ease my mind. I know that you're dangerous, I'm addicted to you. I was sipping Moet for 2 years straight to the face. Champagne belly bubbles still won't go away. Last year my best man hit a stain with bare face. Now he's got a hell behind the water's cold case. I wake up with pain sometime and never.
All right, good evening, everybody. If it's real, we're talking about it.
If it's messy, we breaking it down.
If it's trending,
It's this, that, and the third.
all right, let's run it. So they say don't judge a book by its cover. But what if the cover was designed to deceive you? On this episode of This, That, and the Third, we're going to sit down with the cast of The Perfect Victim to unpack a story about faith, ambition, hidden secrets, and the thin line between innocence and survival. Is she misunderstood? Is she manipulative? Or simply playing the hand she was dealt? So we're going beyond the surface, talking character choices, moral gray areas, and what it really takes to bring a complex story like this to life. So strap in. This conversation is going to get layered. So Shannon, what are you expecting from this conversation?
I have lots of questions because I went to the premiere over the weekend, and look, I was left speechless. A lot of moments was like, oh my goodness, and a lot of it was really real. Like you've seen these people in your everyday life, you've seen these characters. So I got questions. I want to make sure they can answer it.
Okay, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
I know, right? And we have a cast member from the production. We have another who's trying to get in, so if she's able to join, we'll plug her in later. But Travis, go ahead and tell the people about yourself, man.
Hey, how you doing, everybody? Name is Travis Lincoln, also known as comedian T Link. I played Detective Hughes in the show, in the movie. I'm originally from Summerville, South Carolina, outside of Charleston. Just happy to be here.
All right, glad to have you, man. And we want to have fun with this. I think it's going to be an interesting conversation. So for the viewers, make sure you react, make sure you share, subscribe, comment. We want to hear your thoughts. And most importantly, make sure that you see the production, right? So we're going to go ahead and get into it, man. We're going to go ahead and talk about it. So Travis, like, how did you become involved in this project? Talk to us a little bit about that.
So I Corey used to be my improv coach. So I did improv a couple of years ago with a show called Wild Out, Columbia. So it was a bunch of different comedians. I was probably the only one at the time that wasn't a comedian. And I was more of the entertainment, the singer on the group or whatnot. And so Corey was our coach. And so from that, I ended up evolving into a comedian. And Corey was kind of instrumental in pushing me, to my limits to kind of find my talents, because I kind of started late in that realm. And so, yeah, he gave me a script of something to just say on camera. He didn't tell me it was for anything. I just had to act it out. And so I did it. I sent it back to him, and he called me immediately and was like, yo, you killed that. You about to be in my movie. I'm like, Negro, what? And so, yeah, I mean, so I didn't know what to expect. it probably took about a year before we actually got started on it, but it was definitely something that he was still writing and had a lot of passion about. Man, yeah, man. And like I said, I credit a lot of things that's going on with me right now to him. So it didn't, take much for me to say yes. And yeah, now I've seen the premiere and I'm like, wow, wow.
Yeah.
Now it ended. It obviously, you after he casted you, right, and he handed you the script. What was your first reaction when you read the script?
Um, I was like, I think I dated that girl before. Yeah, like it was. Yeah, I mean, it was very eerie, similar to somebody that I, had a relationship with in the past. So that part was funny to me. I was like, wow, the manipulation and everything that was going on with her did remind me of something that I'd been through myself. So yeah,
Corey didn't know that. Corey didn't know any of that.
I mean, I think he knew my ex, but I don't know if he knew that specifically. And I don't even think I even related to him, to be honest with you. But my role, was way different, but looking at it from the outside in, I was like, oh, this is interesting. And then once I started to see the pieces fall together and the cast members and how they were portraying the roles, I was like, okay, this is really, really, really good. So, yeah.
It didn't bring back any like long, deep-seated emotion. You had no moment where you cried on set.
No,
he cried in the car.
No,
When actors get into character, they kind of stay in the character and have to bring themselves out of it. So I didn't know, like, if the fact that it was so eerily close to a real situation for you, if it kind of made you stay connected to the project longer.
Nah, because once I peep game in a situation, then it is what it is. Like I kind of roll with.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I figure out what's going on. Oh, this is what we're doing. All right, out. Or adjust and keep it moving. So I don't really ever feel some kind of way a lot of times. Now if I'm caught completely blind is one thing, but once I started picking up on some things in my previous relationship that the characters in this movie probably didn't pick up on until towards the end. And so it didn't bring me any PTSD, but it was definitely interesting to watch everything play out.
And Corey commented. Corey said Corey did not know that. So
I didn't say anything to him. I was just laughing on set, like, God damn, that girl sounded
right? Now, and I guess the thing of it is, though, now this is your first acting role, right?
Correct.
Right,
I've done extra work in the past. None of them speaking roles. But in every one I played a cop, which is crazy. But
oh really?
Yeah, every single one of them.
Genre. We should see you in like
maybe
kind of action going on.
Yeah, and I come from a history of cops, so that's my dad was the first black police officer in my hometown. My uncle was the first major in my hometown, and I have other uncles that have been police officers. My degree's in criminal justice, so that part was definitely interesting. And I don't even think Corey knew that. It was just him.
The part was made for you. It was sitting there waiting for you to bring that energy to the character.
I guess it was definitely a take from my original personality. Because now I'm being called grimy and greasy for everybody that that's seen the film is like, oh, the grimy cop. I'm like, okay.
I ain't gonna go there because I didn't want to like put out too much. But I was like, I knew something was going on. I was like, nah.
Yeah,
he's too willing to do whatever she wants him to do. Something going on.
Yeah.
But I always be wondering, like, how do y'all remember your lines? How do you get into character? How do you stay engaged with what's happening? When the director says cut, how do you stop and go, restart, get back to the same place?
For me, I didn't have a lot of lines, but he would always remind me that the role was important. So
Mhm.
so right before I familiarized myself with what I had to say. So that part was there. So when we were on set watching the other actors, just trying to, do a back and forth with them, trying to see
Mhm.
what emotion they gave so that I could give a similar emotion or the emotion that the characters asking for. So that was kind of how I did it. I didn't like per se remember all of my lines up front. You know,
Mhm.
he did leave some room for vision and but for the most part, I just kind of played off of the other characters and just kind of took direction from him.
Okay. Okay.
So what made you say yes to the role though? Like, because I would imagine if somebody came to me and offered me to be like, I've never acted before. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. So what made you say, you know what? Let me go ahead and give this a try.
Midlife crisis. When I met Corey, I was 45. When I started doing the improv, it was something that I had always wanted to do. Comedy or get into more. So like I said, I had been doing acting in like around 2010, 2012. I started as doing extras on Army Wives, but I was married at the time. My then wife, she wasn't a big fan of any of that stuff because it took me away from the day job or whatnot. And so I've always been in music and production and party promoting and always out. And so at that time, I thought I was just going to keep going. And then, life happens. And so I just quit. And so when I moved to Columbia, I was, I had a whole lot of time on my hands. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just try out for this wilding out and see what happens. I did that, and then everything else just kind of snowballed.
And besides the obvious, because I know you said, I guess uh, traditionally or originally you're a comedian, right?
Correct.
So other than that, other than you being a comedian, and I'm assuming this is some more along the lines of drama or somewhere in that genre. So besides those two differences, what are the other differences between this and the other projects you've been involved in?
Well, definitely, I did a show called Reckless that was filmed out of Charleston, South Carolina. It had Kim Wayne's in it. It was
Okay.
in 2014 it came out. Cam Cadet, I think, was the lead actor on the show. And it was, I played a police officer. I had kind of a recurring role. I was in a couple of episodes, but I didn't speak. It was mainly me roughing people up or arresting people or just being present at court, things of that nature. So this one was really different, being that I had to not only portray a character, but I had to put some depth into it because I had a secret relationship with the main character. And so, yeah, from the opening
Something was
scene,
going on.
yeah, and if you pay attention to things, there are little subtle things that kind of gave it away. For instance, I know she had mentioned earlier that about my wardrobe. Part of the reason was I wore a cross, so that cross was very significant, and you'd see it in several scenes. And so, from the first scene until the ending, my shirt was always open because that cross was present. So it was always a reminder of, what was going on and why certain things were happening. And I kept popping up. So, there are
Wait,
little
wait, wait,
subtle
wait,
clues.
wait. Was the cross in the first scene? Because did I
The
miss
very
that?
first thing. Yeah. When the quiet,
Oh,
yeah, I don't want to give the movie
yeah,
away because
don't
I
give it
want people to
away. Don't
see
give it
it.
away. But let's say enough
But
to
it,
make people want to go watch it. Don't give it away. But so
so
that was
yeah,
you? That was
yeah, that
you?
was some subtle
I
things
didn't
that
even
were
catch that.
present.
I
If
didn't
you
even
look at
catch
it,
that.
yeah, there was a lot
Oh.
of subtle things that I mean, and it was part of the reason why I was kind of drawn to after the first reading.
Mhm.
I could definitely tell that there was, the writing was great. It didn't seem like it was, something that, just something just to get involved with. It was
Yeah.
something that I actually thought was a good project and was, you know, honored to be a part of.
So, Corey, we're
Obviously,
not gonna spoil it, Corey. We ain't gonna say too much.
yeah,
You
yeah,
gotta
no, no,
go.
you know,
Yeah.
You gotta
I'll give
go
them
watch
clues.
it. I'm gonna have to go watch it again because honestly, I
Exactly. That's
missed. I was too
yeah.
busy eating my popcorn and eating that candy out that little kid snack I had purchased.
Oh my God.
Now
They
when I
didn't
go
have no
see it,
collard greens in it. They didn't have no collard
yeah,
greens
No,
in
they
your
had no
kid's
collard
snack.
greens. No.
yeah. Now when I go see it, I'm gonna be looking for that damn cross.
Yeah, that cross was
Yeah,
significant. It was very
right.
significant.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
missed that. I missed that completely.
Now,
That's why you got to watch things more than once. So you
I've
stream it
I've already watched
over
it
and
three
over
times.
again.
I've
Yes,
already seen it three times.
yes. Stream it over
and
and over
Travis,
again,
you said
people.
you play a cop, right?
Yeah, a detective.
So,
Yes.
and you're not a cop in real life, right?
No, not a cop in
All
real
right.
life, but I was
So
Play
going to
one
be.
on TV.
yeah, so
Play one on TV.
how did you prepare for that role? How did you prepare for the role though? Like emotionally.
Emotionally, I mean, I grew up around police officers, so that part was pretty easy. Watching my dad, kind of go through his career was, that part was pretty easy. And of course, I went to school for it too, because I would have gone
Hmm.
to SLED right after I graduated. My
Okay.
internship kind of shifted it into social work.
Okay.
But had I not done my internship at that, I would have been a cop myself.
Mhm.
Oh
So
wow.
I was
Okay.
already somewhat engulfed in that world. So that part wasn't difficult. The most difficult part, I would say, would be that it was my first time. And so projecting the emotion that was needed in certain situations, and while maintaining some type of anonymity was the toughest part, I guess, because I definitely couldn't break who I was and what was going on, but at the same time, the passion that I had for the person, the main character, definitely played a role into, I guess how I played the character. So that was probably the most difficult part.
But who taught you how to be a dirty cop?
That's easy too, because
Spoiler. Spoiler. We were
yeah,
spo-
that was it. That
was
wasn't hard. Like, yeah, I mean, I know a lot of cops. Some of my best friends are Kanye. They, I have some
You just
good
watch
ones too,
TV.
but
now
Watch
was I
TV.
yeah,
supposed to know he was dirty?
He ain't
that's the
dirty.
thing. And see, that's the thing. It's like, am I dirty though?
He
Am
ain't
I?
dirty. He clean.
Am I dirty?
Them
Or
suits
am I in
clean.
love? Like, so the thing
Yeah.
that you're gonna have to find out, was I in love? Was love pressing me, or was I just dirty? Like, it's a
Mm.
fine line. It's a
This is a
very
whole
fine
like
line.
should be like a class at college to watch this movie and dissect it. Because you're right. Like, were you just in love, or were you just really just a bad individual? That's good.
Yeah, love will make you do some very legal things.
Yeah. Well, nah, yeah, you're right about that.
It's
No
on that,
argument in
definitely
the
on
Oh,
that
y'all got some
line.
stories? Do tell. Go
yeah,
ahead.
man.
Y'all got
Nah,
some stories? What y'all
I'm
did?
I'm delivered.
You delivered?
Mm,
I'm delivered.
Don't be looking away. Tell us
I
your
know, right?
story.
mm.
Now, Travis, we wanna talk about bringing the vision to life, right? So, uh, well, this is a two-parter. One, how familiar were you with the rest of the cast? And two, how did
No.
you guys build chemistry?
Um, I would say the majority. Well, I wouldn't say the majority. I knew a lot of the people on the cast. There were a lot of cast members from Wild Out on the cast, so I was already familiar with them. The co-cop that played alongside me, he and I were in Wild Out together. The principal, the guy that played a comedian who was a comedian, Sauce, he was also a cast member. I knew Melody, who played a major role in the show as well, because we're from pretty much the same area. And we've been Facebook friends. Peggy as well. We've been Facebook friends and seen each other out in the community a lot. So I was familiar with a lot of the cast members.
There's definitely some of Columbia's heavy hitters on the cast.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. If you're into that scene and you like plays and spoken word and just the
Hmm.
arts, it's definitely some people on the cast that have been in a lot of other productions.
Hmm.
So they're talented actors. They're not just like me, pick you up off the street. these are actors. They are serious about their craft, and it shows. You know.
Were there like any rehearsals or off-camera moments that really strengthen the performances? Or I always wonder what the behind the scenes are kind of like. So
So like watching for me, anyways, watching people that have done it before was, pretty encouraging. And there were some scenes like that, the word felt real. Like really, that fight that you guys saw, that was on it, like that fight that looked as real as hell. Like it was like, are they really fight? Like it looked
Hmm.
pretty intense. So they were doing some incredible acting. There was a lot of incredible performances that was actually captured through the rehearsal process, or just well I would just say through the scene by scene process. Um so yeah, it was the build up was definitely there, and you could see the makings of a good film just from the
Hmm.
beginning.
and now that audiences are watching, because you guys had the screening, people have seen it.
Yeah.
Some people have seen it. I know to be streaming soon, or if it's not already streaming, right? So, and you mentioned Corey earlier. So, uh, everybody who works with Corey, they always have kind of a similar story about him, kind of pushing them
Mhm.
and nudging them to into their calling, right? So, how involved was the director in shaping your performance?
I mean, if had it not been for him, I don't know, because I really didn't know how well I did. Up until the moment that I saw the film, of course, but he said you did fine, you did well. Like don't so really all the direction really came from him, encouraging me. Hey, listen, this is what I need in this scene. This is what is going on. I mean, he did what a director's supposed to do, and shaping the character. So. And he's very good at it. He's not boisterous. He, wasn't yelling, fussing, cussing, or any of that. And just in his own little subtle way, he just says something. And some people lead with volume, and some people lead with integrity. And
Mhm.
he was somebody that tells you, how he wants it, and you believe in him enough to try to make it come to fruition. So it was pretty easy in that regard. And I'm also
You're
scared of
right. I've
Beezy
never
too.
heard Corey
I'm,
make.
I'm scared
Yeah.
because Beezy was definitely also
That's
there.
the hitter right there. That's the
Yeah,
hitter.
she
Yeah.
definitely was just like there were scenes where got a little passionate. She was just like, you act like you don't even like that girl. You need to do that. I was like, okay, yes, ma'am. I'm gonna do it better next time. I
They're a
apologize.
good
I'm so
team. They're a
sorry.
good team. That yin and yang right
Definitely.
there.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's a perfect match, man. Perfect
Yeah.
mix.
Because I was like, I don't think I've ever seen Corey out of sorts or out of character, even when they had the performing group or just seeing him around town. And, I've never seen him. You're right. Like, always very even keeled. So I
Hmm.
bet that was a pleasure to work with. Somebody you wouldn't have to be scared of when you come on set if you don't quite know your lines, but they would encourage you and help you develop.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was a cool experience.
Yeah.
Now, did you guys have, and you may have mentioned this earlier, did you have freedom to improvise or reinterpret
Mhm.
scenes?
Yeah. I didn't. I didn't. I don't know if I did a lot of improvising because it was well written. But there's some things that he let go if a line wasn't completely the way it was written. I did see that there were some scenes where that was possible. He didn't. Yeah, there was nothing that I saw that prohibited it.
Hmm.
And I'm sure that I didn't know everybody else's lines, but I could see that there was that was happening.
It's funny you say you didn't know everybody else's lines because I always think that you have to know the other actor's lines so you know when to stop, go, start.
Well,
Yeah.
that part, yeah, definitely the people that spoke before me. But what I tried to do is get the heart of what the movie was about and what everybody I really was more interested in the character than what they were actually saying and what the
Mhm.
point of the movie was. So that gave me a barometer on how I'm supposed to act, what kind of villain I actually was going to be, if you
Hmm.
want to call me a villain. Um and
Do we?
so I
Do
don't
we?
know. That's why you got to watch it.
Gotta watch
um
and see.
So yeah, so it's definitely more about the characters versus what they're saying, because at some point you start to recognize what's going on, and
Mhm.
my main focus was making sure that I knew what um, the person before me was saying, and then
Mhm.
being able to relate my lines to that.
Well, being sitting there watching it, I don't know, and maybe Corey can chime in. Like, is it a movie or a series? Because it's almost like I'm waiting for part two to come out. I got questions. I ain't done. I'm still vested in the
Mhm.
characters. Like, is there like a what do you think? It's gonna be a series or just that one?
I
Trilogy.
mean, so there was a post credit scene that a lot of people didn't see,
Yeah.
because the lights came on, so people were actually leaving at the time, and then when they saw it, they really couldn't hear it because it was
Hmm.
people were so excited about what had just happened. So, but if you watch it, you'll see that there is a post credit scene, so it definitely could keep playing. I mean,
It could
because
keep going. I love
yeah, it
that. I
can
love
definitely
that. It's
keep
like a
going.
cliffhanger. You
Yep.
don't know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely people need to go stream it so they can see that cliffhanger at the end and tell us what you think. Is it gonna be another one? As it should be a series? Like what should it be? Because I think it's
I
I
think
got
it could be. Yeah, I
it could
definitely.
be.
Yeah, because I'm still alive, so I'm still alive. We can still do it.
Now, what kind of environment was created on set? I know you mentioned how instrumental Corey was in pushing you and making sure that he left room for improvisation and all these other things, right? So, what type of like? Because when I think of a movie set, I'm thinking people are acting. It's strictly business. It's kind of like always in go mode. They're always like all these moving parts. Was that the experience for you, or was it more laid back than I envisioned it would be?
It was pretty laid back. I mean, I think people came with a purpose, but then also like there was a lot of people that have done it before, so they were very professional in their approach, and the actors took it pretty seriously. So, although a lot of people might have known each other for the most part, it felt like family, but at the same time, we had fun, but at the same time, it was also about business. It was, like I said, I think the environment is created by the people that are directing, and the people that are involved, and so that's kind of how it felt. It felt like you're at peace. We just want you to do your job and do it well, and that was that. And people laughed. There were some scenes that were hilarious. Um, I know I made him laugh a few times where I messed up, but it was hilarious. I think I dropped the main, I dropped the character one time on the floor. So
Oh God.
I was too busy trying to remember my lines, and I just dropped the bloop. And so I don't. That part didn't make it
Oh,
to the didn't make it, but it was hilarious on set. But it definitely broke the ice for me. I was like, okay, I got to get my life together. Gotta get
focus,
my life
focus,
together.
focus, focus.
Now,
Yeah.
Travis, what do you guys hope that viewers uh, take away from your character? Your character specifically. What are some takeaways?
Whew. Um, I never thought about that. That
Love will make you do some crazy things.
that part definitely. Love will make you do some crazy things, and everything is not black and white or black and blue. When it comes to the law, when it comes to love, it's a whole lot of gray area
Mhm.
that sits there, and so also the complexity of a person. What are you willing to risk for the person that you care about? Because there was a lot of that with my character, because his career is at stake, but here he is caring about somebody enough to be putting those
Over it, over,
over and over. I just keep
over.
popping up on screen
Oh
like,
man, over. I'm like, why he standing behind him? Why he in the scene? Why what?
yeah.
Yeah, like
By the end of the movie, the person I was with was like, "What is wrong with you? Like, why you keep popping up?"
Now it's not you anymore, it's the character. What
Yeah,
did you
so yeah,
do?
as it, when you're reading it is way different. When you see it on screen, I mean, it was hilarious to me. I was like, man, like I just keep popping up like out of the blue. So, but yeah, it definitely for me in that character, the takeaway would be like, hey, love will make you do crazy things. There's no black and white, or as far as a police officer concerned, no black and blue in it. Somebody's willing to risk any and everything for the person that they care about. And other people can be hurt, or a lot of things can come out of that. So
Yeah.
I know one thing, no slight to the other cop, but you did hold a lot of attention. So when I finally saw the other cop again, you already knew. You was like, oh nah, something nah. This ain't gonna end well.
Yeah, nobody
He on
told him to go
screen
out there
too
by
long.
himself.
He on screen too long. This ain't gonna end well.
I know, right?
But I know for me, watching the movie, it was a lot of you kept wanting things to be different than how they were. And the minute you thought something was gonna be the way you expected it to be, it absolutely was not.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the a lot of moments where you're just like, man, really? And the way it happened is it could have happened like that in real life. Like it wasn't just the fact that it's a movie, you want to make it all come together nicely, and not that it didn't come together nicely, but it just wasn't always the outcome you would have expected it to be.
Yeah, like
not
the
the
movie.
not the happy ending.
Yeah. It's not the ending you expect. It's not anything that you expect.
No.
I mean, the movie could literally be named "I Know You Lying." Like that.
Yeah, that's why I got so many questions. That's why I'm
Like,
sitting here
he's like, "I
oh,
know
I
you
can't wait.
lying." Like it.
I
It
can't wait till
definitely.
Thursday because I got issues.
It definitely takes you there.
Yeah. I had to come home and take a nap. I was tired.
Now, Travis, the people that you've spoken to that have seen the film, right? Have audience reactions surprised you at all, or?
No, well, not about liking the movie.
Like, not about me. I know.
But no, really about me. Like people calling me grimy. So of course, I sent it to my family, sent the link to my family and friends and my coworkers, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, you were so grimy," and I was just like,
you did that too well. It must be who you are. You did that too well.
I don't know. I don't know about that. But it was. So that part was kind of shocking because I looked at it from the lens of he was just doing what he needed to do for the person that he cared about. So from that perspective, I didn't see, not that I didn't see what was wrong with what some of the things that I was doing, but I wasn't acting normal. You know what I'm saying? Like love, definitely brings out hormones and and things of that nature that makes you do different and weird things. So I don't even think that he knew what it was that he was doing. He was bending the law as much as possible to accommodate the person that he cared about. And so with that being said, I looked at it through that lens. And of course, everybody else didn't have the depth of having read everything and see, they just see what they see. And so from that perspective and how it's put together, it definitely makes it, I look grimy. Thank you, Corey. Look real grimy.
Thank you, Corey. Thank you. Yeah.
Now, Travis, I ain't gonna hold you, but it seems like your character was going through a little bit, right? So So with that said, right, with everything that your character had going on, what is one piece of advice that you would give your character?
My character, definitely do. If you're a detective, do the background work on the person you fall in love with. Because because
you're right, how you didn't know? How you didn't know?
I don't think honestly, I don't think my character cared. That and you get to that, like sometimes you fall in like that's what was eerily similar about the experience with dealing with the main character that I saw in somebody that I dated. I didn't care, like even when I found out about stuff, like whatever, I could live with this. I'll deal with it as much as I could. But um, I think sometimes you put yourself in situations where love is really that strong to where you don't care what happens. You don't care about people's past. You don't care about all you care about is the right now. And I think he was living in the right now.
I'm gonna take
Yeah.
a little step further now that knowing that I saw the movie. It's the main character. Like she had everyone not caring
Mhm.
about whatever they had going on because Peggy couldn't get on with us. But even, I mean, that scene.
Her character. That was funny.
Okay.
That was
Yeah,
funny.
like we're like, wait, what? We doing what? And it was like just did not care. Like her character and the way Corey wrote that character had everyone so just captivated by her. It wasn't how she behaved. I don't even know what it was, or just the manipulation of how she treated people because she was not a very nice person. But the people who were loyal to her, like they just did not seem to care about anything.
And that's one thing about narcissism. Like sometimes karma doesn't bind them the way that you would hope or
Mm-hmm.
want.
Mm-hmm.
And I think with that character, she was able to get out of things because things just fell the right way.
Mm-hmm.
And she capitalized off it every time. And she learned how to manipulate everyone and the system by being at the right place at the right time. And I think that happens a lot in real life. Like
Mm-hmm.
you might know somebody that's the most despicable person, but good things keep happening to them. Or when things go bad, it doesn't affect them, and you can see them still thriving. And you're like, how,
Yeah.
like what
Wow.
what is it about them that makes things work? Like I just wish they get hit by a train, and
Somebody
then
get them. Somebody
and then they
get them
get
right now. Stop
exactly, and then they get hit
right
by a
now.
train, and then
Yeah.
they live and they win $1 billion. Like what? So
But you
that's
start the
kind of what.
movie out, even like the title of the movie, The Perfect Victim, when it starts out, you're not thinking she is the perfect victim.
Mhm.
Like you feel sorry for her. You feel sorry for what you think just happened, but you don't really know what just happened. Like
Exactly.
yeah. So even from the audience perspective, you go through the movie with all these emotions and thoughts and realizing how situations can trick your mind because you're thinking one way about this character, but it's completely different, and it doesn't really start to it unfolds slowly
Hmm.
about the movie where you're challenging like your own thought process to how you feel, or how could you be manipulated by a narcissist? Like people think, oh, that would never be me, but it might, because she had Preacher Girl.
Yeah. Peggy's cat,
Yeah, Preacher
and so
Girl.
and that's the other part about learning other people's roles and
Yeah,
characters. So like Peggy's character had such a brief moment with interaction with my character. I didn't really pay attention to everything afterwards. So when we
I
were
thought she was
filming
gonna
those
fight you.
scenes,
I
yeah.
thought she was gonna hop up and just punch you in the face. Like, what you doing?
So yeah, so when she got on screen and something happened, I was like, wait a minute, what this? So
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, how did I not know this? Like, so that
And
was
we're not gonna
really
tell y'all what happened. Y'all gotta
yeah,
go
yeah.
stream
But
it. You gotta go stream it to see what
it
happened.
it definitely makes you as an actor on the film like, oh man, I didn't know that was going on
Yeah.
too. Like, no, this
I
is
think
this is
everybody
crazy.
in the audience was like, what? I think I found Peggy in the audience. It was like, girl.
That is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Now, Travis, I do have I got one final question for you, right? So,
Mhm.
why should people watch this film?
Number one, because it's produced by a black man. Number one, we're always going to start there.
No better reason
And
than that.
yeah, definitely that. And then number
It's Black
two,
History Month. We can stop right there.
it's a great film. It's a well put together film.
It is.
I think a lot of people can identify with a lot of the characters in the film. And not only that, it takes you through a story. Like it takes you through the worlds of a bunch of different people and how their lives intertwine. And not only that, it's definitely interesting. You're going to pretty much be on your toes the entire time. It's a ride that you'll enjoy, and it's going to leave you wanting more. And I'm not just saying it because I was in it. I literally have watched it 3 times already since Sunday, and I'm still breaking things down. Even after being a part of the production for as long as I have. So, no, hats off to Corey. He did a fantastic job. I think this is just the beginning, but more to come for him, and it's definitely something that I think people need to watch.
And where can it be streamed?
Right now, I saw it on Fossum, but I think it's on the Remy network as well, and I think soon it'll be on Tubi and Amazon Prime. I don't think those dates are here yet, but definitely on Fossum. That was the quickest way that I got to it, and it came up immediately. Yeah. So yeah, I've been watching it in my office when I was supposed to be working. So,
who you work for? Let me tell him.
no, we're not doing that.
I mean, we know he ain't the cop, so
I need to blackmail you. I need some to be able to blackmail.
We're not doing
But no,
that.
I co-sign on everything you said as an audience member, just like watching it. Like even today, like I said, this stuff that I saw in the movie, but I didn't dissect it the way, we had a conversation and I was like, oh, that's what that was. So like it is definitely a movie that you should watch more than one time because you're gonna see different things each time you watch it. And just the way it makes you think about your interactions with people in your daily life, and like what would you accept that? Would you do that? Do you know somebody like that? Did you given them a pass and now you thinking I shouldn't have gave them a pass because you didn't know what their past was, like how they got here. So I just think it's enjoyable on many, many, many levels. So y'all go stream it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely. I think the actors did a phenomenal job of bringing their characters to life, and I think people will definitely enjoy that part, like just knowing the complexity of everybody that was involved. It'll definitely have you all over the place. So.
But now I'm sitting here worried about Corey. I'm like, Corey, what make you write something like that? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We were just talking about how he wrote some mess. What?
Right. And I mean, honestly, and that's what we mean by every story has layers, right? So it's, and like I ain't gonna even front. Like my plan is to go stream it as soon as we're done. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely looking forward to it. Big shout out to Travis for coming to pull up on us. We appreciate it. Enjoy the conversation, man. And for the viewers, make sure you guys make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this. Travis's reason for you watching it, the number one reason they gave was because it was produced by a black man, and there's no bigger reason than that alone, right? We did, we got to support our own. So I'll definitely be streaming it. So again, I appreciate you for putting up on this, Travis. Shannon, you got a Shannonism for us? You got anything you want to leave us with?
Again, my Shannonism is just make sure you go stream this movie. Stream it more than once. Tell your friends to watch it. Tell your coworkers to watch it. Tell the people that you don't like to watch it. Just tell everybody. Okay? It's a good movie. It's not a whole lot of good movies out nowadays, in my perspective, my point of view. But this is a good movie. It's well written. It is entertaining. It will leave you with many, many thoughts for many, many days. I like watching movies like that. Things that kind of touch me some kind of way. So go watch.
Absolutely.
Go stream it.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to it, man. And again, viewers, we appreciate you for pulling up on us. This has been This, That, and the Third, where we don't just watch the story, we unpack it. So until next time, stay curious and stay informed. We'll be seeing you.
Bye, y'all.